Hi, guys. Welcome to my podcast. My name is Toby. To start today's episode, I'm going to sing some lyrics from one of my favorite songs, Standing Ovation by Tiwa Savage, Faith Olamide. I think it's the very last stanza or something like that. So it goes, Oshe bado snare ati bury more them they fear. See how people they feel us here spending money like we don't care. Oluwa no share money, na God they bless us. So are you not entertained? Simple yes or no. I sang this song for you people just for that last lyric, that last part of the song. Are you not entertained? Simple yes or no. So I'm asking you people now, as my audience, you people that like stories and gists and want to know everything about me, that kind of thing. You people that like keep coming back here to listen to this podcast. So are you entertained really? Does this podcast entertain you? So answer me, are you not entertained? Simple yes or no. Now this is the point where you guys pause this podcast and maybe come to my DM and answer me yes or no. Or if you're listening from Anchor, send me a voice message. Are you entertained? Yes, no. If you're listening from Podroom, even better, write me a comment. Are you entertained? Yes or no? Because people are confusing me. Like, I don't understand. You people are the most stressful audience ever. You know, one episode I'm like, oh, thank you guys listened, I love you. Another episode I'm like, sorry, you guys did not listen. Please go and listen to my podcast. Another episode I'm like, please, you guys should share my podcast. Like, I notice you people are not sharing it. So you people stress me out a lot. Tough love, yeah? Because I went on a break. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I did not announce in maybe my last episode that, oh, this is going to be the last, so I'm going on a break. I just announced on WhatsApp and maybe Twitter that I don't think people like view my Twitter like that. So yeah, so it's like maybe you guys came back the next Tuesday, the next Friday, and there was nothing, and you guys rested. I was even expecting, oh, if this podcast was as entertaining that like you want it often, you'd maybe reach out to me, hey Toby, what's up, what happened, or when are we having the next episode, or oh, you're on a break, when are we resuming, that kind of thing, to show that, oh, you missed this thing. You guys did not miss me. Nobody like, oh, we missed your podcast. Nothing, nobody. But it's all good. Last will be fine. So I'm back from my break, 2 months break, whatnot. Anyway, we're back stronger. And as happens in every other episode where we, or every other time where we had to take a break, there's something new about this season. So one of the new things is that I don't think I'm going to call this a season anymore, because I don't understand. If I would say, oh, this is a new season, it's going to be season 4. Like, how on earth season 4? I've barely been podcasting for like 6 months. So in like 6 months I have 4 seasons. For what? So I've decided to stop counting seasons, or even thinking of my episodes as seasons. Just leave it like that. Just episode 1, episode 2, episode 30, episode 50, and not maybe season 1, episode 2, season 4, episode 5, whatever that is. So that's one of the changes that it's going to happen. Speaking of change, I know you guys are used to me talking about where I stay, Oka, Anambra State, whatever. Um, um. So, guys, I've changed the location to Lagos. Yes, I know. Why Lagos? I complain about Lagos a lot. I mean, one of my episodes, I like went really hard on Lagos, and now I'm there. So what am I doing there though? I'm going to discuss what I'm doing in Lagos in like subsequent episodes. But for now, let's like do this welcome back or intro. I don't know what this is. This episode is just like, hey, I'm back, missed me. So like we've said, no more seasons and stuff like that. Also, before I went on the break, I used to do on Tuesdays, I come and have these long talks, and then Fridays, very short episodes, 2 to 3 minutes, talk about random things I think of. So those short episodes are going to stop. Yeah, to be replaced with guest appearances. So before I also went on break, I did some sort of experimenting with guests. My first guest was my sister. We just like said random things. Then I invited somebody for a proper interview to come and tell her story, Chineze, twice. So I want to continue with that, invite my friends, family, no, not family, very unlikely, but friends though, invite my friends, and people that generally want to be on the podcast, even the audience, like people that don't know me personally, but they listen and they want to, hey, be here to tell their story. Why not? We'll make that work, and every Friday we'll have that on. So that's that for that. And I've really been thinking. I I've been invested into like podcasting a lot, and let me know, like, I love it. I just love the feel of it. I love the idea that I can start something that where I'm myself wholly, this is just Toby talking. This is not me trying to be an indigenous Nigerian or a proper female or a professional juice scientist, whatever that is. This is me being to be in my element, like being myself fully and wholly, and I won't trade this for anything really. And I think that's why I'm a little bit almost having anxiety for this thing, and I would say it's good anxiety. So I want to make it work. I want to be like, hey, I want to do this thing. Really, this is something I love. So I worry a lot on how to make it better and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's why I'm like, okay, fine. Guests and interviews would work. Starting a newsletter. So I've decided to start my own email newsletter. So reach out to my audience. Why reach out to people through just podcasting when I could also write to them in the most intimate way possible? Yeah. So I can come on this podcast and like sound raz and all that and make all the noise, but then writing to you in the most intimate way possible that, hey, what's up, how you doing today, I care about you. And yeah, that is what the newsletter is going to be about, and I'm actually excited in advance. The newsletter is going to be once a week, so you get podcasts 2 times a week, and then you have newsletters 1 time a week. And yeah, so you just hear from me 3 out of 7 days. Makes sense, right? So we work on that, and we work on something else also. So I know, fine, I have audience, but I do not even know who my target audience who my target audience is or are. Shortly before starting this recording, I listened to a video. Do I listen to videos or watch videos? Now that's crazy. So sometimes I say I listen to videos then watch podcasts. But anyway, I watched the video, but I also listened to it because it was somebody talking. It was Ubon King. He was talking about, oh, define your target, define your audience, define your customers, and all those things. So you guys, I want to define you. Who are you? I think one time I tried to like ask on my WhatsApp status, if you listen to my podcast, who do you think my target audience are? Like somebody, the weird things. I also asked, okay, do you think like yes, I'm Nigerian, but do you think my target audience are just Nigerians, like people outside the country? Can they relate? And I love to think that they can, though, because I speak English really, and the little maybe Nigerian slang here and there are almost, what's the word now? You won't notice them really. You can still flow with the flow of the podcast and understand everything, relate with everything, and those things won't be a hindrance to you understanding stuff. So I love to think that, fine, I'm not limited to just Nigerians. Like anybody can listen to my podcast. Then somebody said, oh, my target audience are people from age 19 to 25. I'm like, how How did that come about though? How? So, and I don't think so. So, what happens if you're more than 25 or less than 19? Also, me that I'm doing the podcast, when I'm more than 25 years, what happens? I should now stop hosting my podcast. Really, I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think there's a particular like age demographic or anything for my podcast. So the way I love to think about it, what do I do here? Essentially, I just come here and talk, and like give you gist and stories, and like as if I'm having a conversation with you guys. So if you're somebody that enjoys a good story, a good gist, and a good conversation, like, then this podcast is for you, regardless of who you are, where you're from, what age you are, and whatever thing, maybe what profession you do, anything. So I mean, just hear somebody talk about how their day went, what they are doing in life, like school and job, and the struggles of adulting, and basically that, a little bit of childhood memory here and there. So I think that is what basically anybody goes through in life, really. So I know they say, oh, define your audience. Your audience don't have to be everybody, but I'm sorry, my audience is everybody. My audience is everybody though. Like anybody that enjoys a good story, then that's who my audience is. Like, oh, so once you've I think in that Ubon King's video, he's like, once you've defined your audience, you study them and know like how they operate and how to like target them and get your content in front of them or your business, like he said. I'm like, so the problem, how do I study you guys? How do I study? Because I don't know. How do you study, or how do you make sure, how do I make sure my content gets to everybody that enjoys a good listen, that won't mind like listening to my podcast? And that's the like real tough question here now. And that's where what brings me to my next point. I'm looking for a partner. I would have said business partner, but this this podcast is not a business, at least not for now. So a partner. So yeah, I can create content, fine, like record the episodes, come up with you. I have stories for days that I want to tell you guys, I swear. I don't mind editing. I've grown to love editing, like for some weird reasons. Like editing is the weirdest thing to love. So when podcasters complain that, oh, they don't like editing, I get it. I understand. Like it's like such a weird part of podcasting, really. But for some reasons, I've grown to love editing. So I have the stories. I like record the episodes. I find guests to bring on my show. I do the editing to the point where I upload. Fine, I've uploaded it, and then I get people listening. But then it's also, so how do you spread it? That's the thing. So I need a partner. What my partner is going to do is to make sure that we reach people. So I do the content creation and everything to the point where I upload. After uploading, my partner is in charge of making sure that we get to 100,000 people, 1 million people, whatever. So if they are for Facebook people, if they are doing all these podcast groups that are on Facebook that people join, they will be like, oh, drop your links and all that. So my partner will be will be in charge of like dropping links and stuff and making sure, oh, listen to my podcast, I'll listen to yours, all those weird things. I do not. I've never been a fan of, oh, listen for listen, because I will not have time to listen to you. I swear, and I'm not about to come and like just click and send you a screenshot when I did not listen. So if my partner can handle that, if it's, I don't know how to get Twitter people to listen, or to maybe click a link or anything, those that like form their audience on Instagram. I do not know that. I notice I've been sabotaging Instagram for a while. Like that place, I'm not used to that place. Very the fact that you cannot make a normal post, it has to like come with an image. I'm like, who cares about images? I don't though. That's why I hide under this thing and I just give you guys my voice, because I don't care about my face showing. So, so Instagram can be stressful. I'm not going to lie to you people. And I think that's why I prefer Twitter. You don't necessarily have to put up an image. You can just write any random thing and people can relate with the post, you know. So if my partner handles like all the whole social media ish thing, and sometimes I'm not even a social media person, fair enough. And I think that's why I'm excited for the newsletter thing, because the newsletter is a way of me engaging with you guys. And the beautiful thing about newsletter is that you can always reply to the emails, and then like we can like start a conversation. Like gives this old school feel, you know, when you have a pen pal, that pen pal thing where you like exchange letters, stuff like that. It's not on social media, like and comment. What's that? You know, so I want to have that feel of like writing to you guys and you guys writing back and telling me what you think and stuff. So but my partner is going to handle the whole social media ish thing. Sure, make sure numbers increase, you know. And it's not just like a numbers thing. I feel like why I do what I do is because I want people to express themselves, to be themselves, not have to be under the pressure of whatever category of anything they belong to, you know, maybe gender, race or anything, profession, like all those things. Just come and be yourself authentically, like have all those things combined and just be a unique individual. I'm very big on individuality, you know, and every individual have their own unique story regardless. So if why I do what I do is for people to be able to be like, yeah, Toby is being herself wholly, maybe I can be myself too. Let me try it out. I mean, Toby has done it. He doesn't bite. She have not died. Her village people have not come and carry her. You know, so maybe I would do this thing too, and it won't hurt. So, and I feel fine. I have like 10 to 100 people listening to me daily. That's good. I appreciate you guys. But what if I could reach more people that would actually need to benefit from this? And yeah, why not? Why not really? Why not? I'm actually excited in advance for the stories I have like planned out. I told you guys I'm in Lagos. Yeah, I'm going to give you gist of how I landed in Lagos. Subsequent episodes, I can't wait. I swear I can't. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to end this podcast here, this episode. I think this is a good place to end it. Listen to my stories, you guys. Listen, and yeah, always engage with me. Look forward to my newsletters, and they're going to be really heartfelt, and answer my question, the question in the beginning where I said, you are you entertained? You know, you should tell me. Chike sang, tell me, make I know now. If you show me, make I know now. If you not show me, oh, make I know now. You should let me know if this podcast is not entertaining. I mean, maybe I'm joking. Let me know. Maybe this is not my calling. Let me go ask my God. They say podcast is not my calling. What else should I do in my life? Because apparently I've missed my calling in life, you know? But, but if you think, oh, it's you're entertained enough, let me know so I can be ginger to continue. That God, I found my calling, that kind of thing. And that's that for now. See you guys when I see you next, and take care of yourself. Bye.